Hi, good evening. I'm already shaking a little, so if the mic trembles, just pretend it's part of the performance. I'm 15 years old, and tonight I'm standing here to sing Hallelujah for the two people I wish were in this room more than anyone else, my parents. This is the hardest song I've ever tried to sing, because it isn't just a song for me. It's the sound of my childhood, the last memory of us being together, the place I go when I miss them so much it hurts to breathe. When I was little, we didn't have much. We lived in this tiny apartment with walls so thin you could hear the neighbors fight, laugh, and burn their dinner. But inside our little place, there was always music. My dad would turn the radio up way too loud, my mom would pretend to be mad, and then 10 seconds later, she'd be singing louder than both of us. Hallelujah was their favorite. It was our road trip song. We'd be in the car, windows fogged up, my dad drumming on the steering wheel, my mom reaching back to squeeze my hand when the chorus came. That was the sound of being safe. That was the sound of home. And then, one night, everything changed. We were driving home from my aunt's house. It was late, it was raining, and the world outside the car was just streaks of light and sound. I remember my mom turning down the radio and saying, "I'm tired, but I'm happy." My dad laughed and said, "One last song?" And he started to hum. I joined in, half asleep. And then, headlights. Screeching, metal, silence. I woke up in a hospital bed. There was this buzzing light overhead and this smell that I still can't get out of my head. They told me I was lucky. They told me I survived. But the two people who made the word home mean something, they were gone. Just like that. After that, I stopped talking. I didn't have words big enough for the hole that was left. People tried to help. Therapists, teachers, friends' parents. They said things like time heals and they'd want you to be strong. But when you're 10 years old and you've just buried your parents...
I used to hear you in the kitchen light, humming songs that made the dark feel bright. Now I'm standing here with just your memory in my hands, trying to sing the way we used to then. There's an empty sea where you should be, 100 jokes you'll never tell to me. But in this fragile voice I feel you breaking through. Every trembling note is my way back to you. Even though this world took you away too soon, I still see your faces when I sing this tune.
Words feel like paper trying to hold back the ocean. I moved in with relatives. They were kind, but every room I slept in felt like it belonged to someone else's. I carried my grief around like a backpack full of rocks that nobody could see. At school, I kept my head down. I answered only when I had to. I felt like a ghost in my own life. For almost a year, I couldn't even listen to the song Hallelujah. If I heard the first few notes, my chest would tighten and I'd run out of the room. It felt like someone was ripping open a wound I'd taped shut. Then one night, I was going through this old box of my parents' things. Pictures, receipts, a stupid mug my dad loved that said, "World's okayest driver." At the bottom, there was a little USB drive with my mom's handwriting on it. Just one word. Songs. I plugged it into a laptop, and there they were. Homemade recordings. My dad's guitar, still a little out of tune. My mom's voice, still warmer than any room I've ever been in. And on one of those recordings, they were singing Hallelujah together, laughing between verses when my dad messed up a chord. I sat there in the dark with their voices in my ears, and I just broke. I cried harder than I had at the funeral. But underneath the pain, there was something else too. It was like they were reaching through the speakers saying, "We're still here. We're still with you." That night, for the first time since the accident, I started to hum along. Quiet, broken, not even a real melody, but it was something. Day by day, I hummed a little more. Then I whispered the words. Then I sang them alone in my room with tears running down my face. Music gave me a way to say everything I couldn't say out loud. Every "I miss you," every "Why did you leave?" every "I don't know how to do this without you." It all went into the notes. Tonight, this is the first time I'm singing this song on a stage like this. And I'm not singing it because I'm over what happened. I don't think you ever really get over losing your parents. I'm singing it because I've learned that grief and love are two sides of the same thing. The reason it hurts so much is because they mattered so much. So this Hallelujah, it's for them. From my mom, who would dance in the kitchen with a spoon as a microphone. From my dad, who couldn't play guitar to save his life but never stopped trying. And for anyone out there who's lost someone,